God, he makes it easy.
When you're fighting, does it actually get in the way if you're too emotional, if you dislike the guy too much?
I think so. I mean, that's for other. It doesn't. I mean, it does. I'm not an emotional fighter. I think I'm a calculating fighter. I'm trying to set you up. I'm trying to do things. I mean, I do. I mean, what feeds me is me hurting, or causing damage, and seeing that. It's like I do have that switch when I hurt someone and go after them. It's a different kind of thing, but yeah, it's not an emotional thing. It doesn't matter. If I like you or I hate you, I'm still going to come after you the same way.
When does the fight go down?
June 12th.
June 12th.
It's actually before the finale for the first time. I think we're going to be in Vancouver.
Oh my God!
Are you Vancouver? I thought it was. I thought it was in the States, that fight. God damn it.
They talked about doing it in, originally it said July 3rd, the July 3rd card, but they moved it up for the Vancouver card.
Yeah, I think they're having Lesnar on July 3rd.
Yeah, I know,
which
is a fight I really want to see, but of course I already got a gig booked like a fucking shit dick that I am. Where are they fighting?
Vegas.
Oh, of course, why wouldn't I? I was hoping Atlantic City.
Where are you going to be?
Atlantic City, the Borgata.
Reschedule that.
I can't.
Let's go to Vegas.
I would actually rather be in Vegas than watching my shitty performance at the Borgata. But I would love to go to fucking. I would love to go watch you fight, because I've never seen you fight like live, man. I didn't realize you were going to be in Canada.
Let's Carwin Lesnar. What do you think?
That's true. That'll be interesting. I'd like to see. I want to. They're both tough. They're both tough wrestlers. I mean, it's a Division I champ, Division II champ, but they're tough. But Carwin's got heavy hands too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a big difference between Division II and Division I wrestling.
Who was one and who was two?
Carwin Division II.
Okay, and Lesnar was Division I.
Yeah. I beat plenty of Division II All-Americans when I was wrestling in college, and I was about a 50-50 wrestler in Division I.
Right.
I mean, it just as you go down the division, it's like any other sport.
Sure.
I wrestled in my freshman year. I was 9-12 was my record, so it wasn't too impressive. but I wrestled a guy that was returning national champ Division III.
Wow.
And that was one of my wins.
Wow. All right, yeah.
So it's just a difference.
There's a huge difference
in levels of.
So Lesnar has an advantage there.
But then again, there are guys in those other divisions that even like NAIA that, or Division II, Division III, just for some other reason they're down there, that are exceptional wrestlers. So it just depends.
Who do you think's a better, because Carwin seemed like he's very comfortable being on his feet and kind of boxing. Do you think, for some reason he struck me as a guy who's better on his feet than Brock?
I haven't watched enough of him to see that, but I think that's what makes it interesting. And I want to see, I'd like to see, you're gonna see Brock's chin get tested a little bit too.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's put heavy hands on his chin. So
does Carwin know there's a round two? I think that everybody told him you have to get it done in the first 5 minutes or the fight ends. He doesn't seem to be aware that you can actually go into he's never left the first round. He's fucking.
What is he, 12-0 and he hasn't left?
He's 12-0. You're 12-0.
12-0 and hasn't left the first round. Wow.
Yeah, we at WC, that was Shane Carwin's first fight with us, and he came in 20 pounds heavier than he is now because we didn't have the 265 limit. Solid muscle, shiny. This poor guy that faced him just didn't have any idea and Carwin just smashed him.
Man.
And we were like, sorry, bro.
Oh, is 265 the limit?
Bro. No, it used to be that. No, it is now, but yeah, back in the day.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know there was a weight limit. So Lesnar can only be 265.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
They cut down that. All those guys now, Mir, Carwin.
They used to be a lot
They have
bigger?
to cut. They cut down. They cut weight. They have to cut weight to make. They make just like the lighter guys. They're cutting to make that weight.
Yeah,
class.
didn't there used to just be giant fat guys that would come out there and tangle with people?
When they put in the weight classes, they had when we got sanctioned, they put in weight classes 265 and then super heavyweight. There's a super heavyweight no one uses, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
like
Lesnar's probably about 290 now.
Come out or something.
Yeah.
A sumo wrestler would come out and challenge a jiu-jitsu guy.
Right.
yeah, but when you're
so
sanctioned,
odd
also
back
those
then.
guys the weight you can't have that weight discrepancy anymore.
Yep.
So you're light heavy, which is from what to what?
It's 185 to 205.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that is actually really light compared to heavyweight. I think it's 60 pounds to play with.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of weight difference.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, a guy like I walk around right now I'm about 222, and in shape I'm about 220, 222, and I fight 205. And there's a lot of those guys walk around a lot heavier than me.
How do you cut the weight?
It's easy from here. From here, it's easy. I mean, there's a lot of guys walking around. I mean, you see Forrest, he's probably walking around 240 right now.
Forrest is?
Yeah.
Has he fought since the Philly show? I forgot what UFC that was. Won something.
He lost
when he got
Philly.
knocked out.
November. No,
Yeah.
he fought,
When Silva knocked him out.
No, he fought Tito in November. Beat Tito.
He did.
Right.
Wow, I should know that.
Yeah,
we love
but-
Forrest Griffin. He's been on the show a few times.
Yeah, no,
love
he-
that guy.
Out of his
No,
mind.
he came in, but he beat Tito, and I think he hurt. I think he hurt something in that fight, like a hand or
know.
something.
Okay.
I don't know. But he'll be back soon.
Cool.
Yeah, it was funny because Dana had said that he's like, oh, Chuck won't fight again. He came on. He said that Chuck's not going to fight again. Was it hard to get by Dana, or did he suggest it, or did you suggest it?
I think he just kind of knew I wasn't gonna give it up. Like when I was ready to come back, I was coming back, he came to me. You really want to still fight? How about this one? And it's gonna be proven that I'm still able to fight the way I can, and I still know I can still fight. I still know I can beat anybody at my weight, and I want to fight. So
Who else do you want a shot at? Do you want to go after Rashad, or do you want to fight? You fought Rampage a couple of times. Do you want to fight him again and get a win against him?
I'd like a win again. I want to beat him. I want to rematch all my guys still. I still think I can win all those fights. So, I've been working on some new stuff and hopefully cleaning up some of my stuff, and I'm planning on coming back and making a run at it. I mean, I think it's going to be a step. Like I've told people, I think I'm going to win it. Well, I got to win this fight, win another fight. They'll have another fight that they want, and then a contender fight, and then a title shot. So that's what I'm hoping for, 4 fights. So
Did you get to a point where, because it's like you got this, you're probably the most recognizable face in the UFC. It's like people really associate you with the sport. Liddell's face is kind of the face of the sport, and life gets really good. All of a sudden you're not fighting your way up anymore. It's first class everything. Everybody knows you and loves you, and the chicks all want to fuck you. Is it kind of hard to not? I mean, that's what I've heard. I'm not speaking from experience. It's amazing. Like I'm talking like two men of equal strength, just discussing the life.
Sorry.
Are you saying it's different for a comic, Jimmy?
Yeah, it really is. I really put it in comic terms. You know what I mean? You get a ride from a worse comic, and maybe you get jerked off by a fat girl. The life.
Slightly different.
Yeah, it's a little different being a world-class fighter. But Rogan was telling us, too, he's like, you've never seen girls
Just throw themselves at
anybody
Chuck.
like they do at Chuck. He's like, they're shameless. He's like, they're taking pictures, rubbing their pussies on your hip. It's just got to be a great way to fucking live.
Well, that's because he was showing his ass in that internet thing.
Oh, the fucking...
All right, Chuck, we should talk about the Reebok commercial.
Yeah, let's get to the Reebok commercial. 'Cause
I think my girl was scared to come in because she thought she'd get razzed too much.
That was her.
She gets a little.
No, we had no problem looking at her. We had a problem looking at you.
I know. I'm sure you did. Dude, Matt Hughes is the funniest. He calls me up. He's like, man, I wasn't going to look. It got the best of me. I went like, damn, I can't unlook that. He's like, I can't unsee that.
Yeah, it's nice.
That was fucked
Just
up.
doing leg presses nude.
And I actually bought it. I'm so stupid. I bought into it. I'm like, why would Chuck leave his door open? Like, I wouldn't realize that nobody would actually film.
Man, got quite the fucking reaction out there.
Oh, yeah.
Whose idea was that?
Reebok.
Reebok came to you and
Yeah,
said,
they came to me and said, you want to do that? Would you be willing to do this? Yeah, no problem. It actually wouldn't be that big a stretch for me. My friend, it won't surprise my friends too much.
Are you worried the raw footage will get out there? Because, we saw the pixelated version.
Yeah.
Who's got the raw footage before the pixelation?
Reebok.
Reebok?
No, I don't care, actually. They said I could wear, like, something.
that means-
I don't really give
That means he's packing.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
That means he's packing. That's why I asked that question.
He made it nice and warm in the room. You don't want a cold room. You're going to be fucking naked.
You don't want to be...
Well, they had
Hung
put
like
on
an
this-
acorn.
They had this thing to put on, like, this little, I'm like, and then it made it look weird. Like, I looked at it, it looks all weird here. Just,
Got rid of it. Just
Do what you want to do.
Nude.
Chuck has good cheeks, too. I was very impressed. I was happy. Thank God for the mohawks. I knew who it was, so I couldn't enjoy them too much. I was like, what's solid cheeks? Oh, it's fucking Liddell. But it was really a brilliant. I'm sure everybody's seen it, but it's Chuck and his girl, and they're just doing like a workout. It looks like in a house, in a home gym, both naked, and it's both wearing Reeboks. And
Yeah,
it's like,
she's on the cardio machine.
yeah.
And the naughty bits are pixelated out.
They are.
Yeah.
But, and you just guys, it looks like a voyeur cam.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
People just kind of got a hidden camera on it.
that was the idea of it.
Yeah.
Just kind of went through it.
I think it sold some shoes.
Dude, once you know
Sold
what
some
it is,
shoes.
you're like, that's brilliant. Because now I look at